Baroness Lawrence and Prince Harry have said they've received neither justice nor accountability after the High Court dismissed claims they're alleged unlawful information gathering by Daily Mail publisher Associate Newspapers. The company was accused of phone tapping and obtaining information by deception, carried out by private investigators, freelance journalists and staff at Associated Newspapers. They all denied the claims. Well, today, the High Court judgment found that none of the allegations had been proven. Our senior correspondent, Ron K. Phillips, has the details.
Harry, have you won against the Mail?
A few minutes after the question was asked, Prince Harry had his answer. The judge dismissed the case on all counts. The judgment also put Baroness Doreen Lawrence in the spotlight as one of the group who have failed to prove claims of unlawful information gathering against Associated Newspapers. But they didn't take the decision lying down. In a joint statement they said it's a complete and obvious whitewash. The lengths to which the court has gone to exonerate the Mail is as shocking as it is totally unwarranted. The other claimants, all household names, include pop stars, celebrities and former politicians. Baroness Lawrence's case related to 5 articles which she claimed were gathered using private investigators or paid for information about her son Stephen's murder. The Mail's famous front page headline was a watershed moment, but in her evidence Doreen Lawrence claimed they'd used her to gain credibility for supporting a black family. But the judge dismissed her claims entirely, and the editor responsible for that bold front page said Associated Newspapers had been vindicated.
Today, in what was a momentous victory for the Mail, the High Court dismissed every single one of the 97 claims. That is an overwhelming vindication of our journalism.
Critics say while they respect the judgment, they still want to see tighter press regulation.
All we're asking for is things like low-cost arbitration and support for people who are making the complaint.
The total cost of this case is believed to run into the tens of millions of pounds. It should draw a line under the hacking scandal, and some say it is time to move on. Ron K. Phillips, ITV News.
The family of a teenager from London who died on a Duke of Edinburgh award trip in Wales have said he will be dearly missed. 18-year-old Umar Dumbuya died after entering the River Wye while taking part in the expedition in Glasbury last week. His school, Leighton Sixth Form College, has also paid tribute, saying he will be remembered with great affection. Next, former Made in Chelsea star Louise Thompson was at Downing Street today after successfully campaigning for the appointment of a maternity commissioner. The star was handing in letters that she'd received from thousands of mothers alongside her petition and said her campaign is for those women who didn't survive childbirth. Carolyn Sim went to meet her.
Inside the black box are letters written by hundreds of women who had horrific experiences giving birth. They're being delivered by Made in Chelsea star Louise Thompson and former MP Theo Clark.
I didn't know that birth could break you.
Louise nearly died giving birth to her son Leo in 2021. She went public about her physical and mental suffering and launched a petition with Theo calling for a dedicated maternity commissioner. Last week, the government confirmed that will happen.
There have been so many women, I get kind of goosebumps talking about them, that have been working and campaigning for decades before me. This is not a new scandal. It's just reached a kind of tipping point where finally people are listening.
We met because of our traumatic births, and we really didn't want any other mum to go through the experiences that we did.
The conclusion of their campaign follows a national review into maternity care which revealed systemic failings. Baroness Amos's report found women weren't being listened to and that racism was embedded into the system. Among her recommendations was the appointment of a maternity commissioner.
The knock-on effect of women not being listened to and having extremely traumatic births it ripples through their entire family. And I'm so glad that people are finally starting to speak about it.
Louise and Theo say they'll now watch closely to ensure the government does act. Carolyn Sim, ITV News, Downing Street.
Okay, let's take a look at the sport now. And Arthur Ferry made history for himself last night as he reached the quarter-finals of Wimbledon for the very first time, beating Grigor Dimitrov in a 5-set thriller. Ferry grew up just a short walk away from the courts at SW19 and is the last Brit standing at this year's tournament. Siraj Mattel went to see him.
It's gone, and the dream is still alive.
Could Wimbledon be coming home?
You're just so torn because you had the football, which was insane, and then you've got Wimbledon. So it's like your choice, like this week, has been absolutely incredible.
They're calling it the Arthur Fairy Tale. The last Brit standing, who's a local boy, through to the quarter-finals. The 23-year-old from Wimbledon is the player everyone is talking about. Before the grass court season started, ITV News spoke to him and asked him why, despite being born in France, he chose to play for Britain.
Yeah, born in France, but live in London. Yeah, I've lived here since I've been 2 years old, so lived here all my life, love London, the federation here, the LTA helped me a lot, so for me it was a no-brainer to practice here and base my tennis here.
And what's your hope for the grass court season?
I don't know, win as many matches as possible, but yeah, first off is just to put my best game on the court and hopefully good things will come after that.
And lots of good things have happened to Arthur Ferry since that interview. He's back in action tomorrow where he plays the Italian Flavio Cobolli. And the good news is that's someone he's already beaten this year. Greg Martel, ITV News, Wimbledon.
It was a glorious day at Wimbledon, wasn't it? So let's take a look at what the weather's like for the next few days. Here's Sally.
Come rain or shine, Octopus Energy sponsors ITV London weekday weather.
Hello again, a very good evening to you. We keep getting these gorgeous skies at the moment, and with them the heat wave continues. Actually, it's getting hotter as the week goes on. We could get up to 34 degrees by Thursday and Friday. It's also staying largely at the moment dry. So let's take a look at the details. We go through this evening to see lots of clear skies. Gradually our temperatures will come down, but in some spots to not much more below 20 degrees. So it's going to be a warm end to the night and warm start tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Plenty of sunshine and blue sky, the odd bit of cloud, but those temperatures are hotting up. Possibly a little more on today. Might get a bit of a sea breeze at the coast, but inland we could reach 32 degrees.
Octopus Energy sponsors ITV London weekday weather.
Making the most of summer. Piri sponsors ITV pollen count.
And our pollen, still a bit of a nightmare, coming from grasses and weeds. Very high levels over the next few days, and also the air pollution levels are on the rise as well. That's it for now. Have a lovely evening. Take care. Cheerio.
Okay, that's it from us. The evening news is next with Mary, of course, but for now, from all of us on the London team, enjoy the rest of your evening.